There's loads we can do still. There's loads of avenues from the concept of being very binary, from R-rated Venoms to comic book or cartoon Venom. There's so many mediums that we could play with. It depends what people order on the menu, who we are, who we adhere to in that aspect.
Thank you so much for having me. Great talking to you.
You too.
And first of all, I'm really intrigued about the writing process, because you are clearly like two different people, two different worlds in your head.
Yeah.
How does that dynamic work when you're writing? Specifically when you don't agree with what you want to do.
When you don't agree, someone's got to win, haven't they?
Yeah, she's got that over me all day. I can't write, but I have great ideas. And it's exhausting trying to sell them. Because she just edits them all. Does what she wants anyway. And that's how our partnership works. I have these fantastic ideas, and then the good ones become yours.
Yeah.
And then all my other ones, they just get thrown aside. And she says somebody else didn't like them. It's exhausting.
So you are the creative mind, and you are the one who decides what gets in there and what doesn't.
I think we're both the creative mind. I think he has a plethora of ideas, like millions of them. And if you wrote all of them into a script, it would be like this, this thick.
Yeah, useless. I'm useless.
He's not, he's brilliant, he's a genius, but our creative process is that we're always talking about what the next thing is. On Venom 1 we were talking about what Venom 2 would be, on Venom 2 we talked about what Venom 3 would be, and then ultimately we get together in a hotel room with our producers. We like kidnap our producers, make them be there with us, nobody sleeps, and we write and write and write and write and write, and then I come away with all of these ideas and then whittle them down into what the script will be.
Grown up. Kelly's the grown up, I think. And she controls my inner symbiote as well, my monster.
Tom, I wanted to ask you, now that you came to the end of this journey, what do you value most about what you did with your character? And is there something you would have liked to explore more, or even have it done it like differently?
No, I don't think I'd like to have done anything differently. We're given a mission statement. Really blessed to have a wonderful IP. I'm blessed to have to be able to work with Kelly as in partnership, and however that works out, because I just pull faces and tell stories, and I get excited, and Kelly's like a brilliant writer and a brilliant director. This is like her first movie, for the record. Like most people do a short movie or they go to film school, and Kelly has decided to bypass that and hold my beer. I don't think there's anything that we haven't done whilst we've grown as professionals through working on Venom. No, I don't think there's anything we would do. There's loads we can do still. There's loads of avenues from the concept of being very binary, from R-rated Venoms to comic book or cartoon Venom. There's so many mediums that we could play with. It depends what people order on the menu, who we are, who we adhere to in that aspect.
And when people approach to you and they ask for an advice before they accept being on a superhero movie, what advice would you give them, like to an actor or an actress, like something they need to know before going in the journey of becoming a part of a superhero film?
Well, I think that's different for everybody, depending if you're a writer, director, producer, actor.
And everybody gets to do it differently. Like, not everybody's as lucky as we are that we are very old friends and got to do this together, which made the experience probably quite different than an experience somebody else would have. I don't know what you would tell an actor.
I don't know, it's different. I've been lucky. I've done Dark Knight, then Mad Max, which is kind of a superhero, Venom, 3 of those. I'm too old now in it, and I've had so much pleasure and blessings doing it. It's been hard because it's just a different medium. It's a different format in some aspects between stage, theatre, off-Broadway, in a pub theatre, television, big TV, small film, independent film, big movies. They're all very, very different. So there would be nothing that I could say to somebody other than, if you have a role in something and you know how to speak to me, come and talk to me and I'll talk to you about it and see where you're at and what you want to get from it, and just give you what worked for me.
And Kelly, this is your debut, as Tom mentioned. Is there something that you would have liked to know before taking this directing role?
No, look, I was on set for Venom 1 and on set for Venom 2, so pretty much knew what I was stepping into. I think the interesting part of the process is it was post in a way. We shot the movie, but of course your other lead character doesn't show up until after you've shot the movie. So that's one thing with these superhero movies, is that you kind of shoot the movie and then you make the movie again.
Yeah.
Because Venom has
Wow.
Venom has to come. And so that's a really interesting part of it, because
You have the voice though, don't you? You're working largely with an audio.
we're working with the voice, and also what Tom does, which is brilliant for us, is he very much keeps it alive in the scene. So we don't put eye lines up for Tom. He places Venom wherever Venom is in the scene, and it keeps it alive. So it means we're always staying on our toes, keeping Venom where we think Tommy is putting him. And then when you take that into post and you take it into the edit, it's really lovely, because the whole thing becomes very alive and is not kind of pre-plotted. You know, your VFX isn't like, that's where he's going to be, that's where he's going to be. It means we could do such interesting things with him, and you'll see in this movie that Venom kind of appears in different ways than he has before, and in different places than he has before. But again, that was the most interesting part for me, was seeing that you could remake the movie again.
Having fun till the end. Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much
you.
for having me.
Thank
Can't wait
you.
to see the movie. I love the previous two.
You keep working me for it.
I need more money.